First off, I need y'all to watch this full video, okay? We're going to talk about a lot of key things in this video about NBA 2K22. Now, one thing I want all my lawyers to see on the screen is that OG is with a clan. And I want y'all to pay attention to this gameplay. And I want y'all to see that I'm in the stage. I want y'all to pay attention to how empty the stage is, how we're just taking over the stage easily, okay? Understand, the stage is not hard in this game. A lot of people just do not play this game. This game is very random. There's like not no high super tier best players of this game. You know, these guys say they're the best clan in this game, okay? So I'm taking their word. This is the clan I'm playing with. If you see their names, you'll see that it says D1. OG's not playing no games. He actually got with some people, and they young too. Like I said, I want to go with the younger crowd, the younger era, the younger group. All right. So let's talk about this, and I need everyone to participate in this video right now. NBA 2K22 attributes. All right. Now, people will say, how do you know how attributes are going to be, OG? And I'm going to explain this to you guys right here, right now. Put it out on the table, because this goes into leading into what I'm talking about with the delay. Either we are getting a delay, or we are getting a game that is very, very similar to next gen. So the attributes will be fairly the same, okay? Now, what they're gonna do to make the game seem different may be nerf the dunking. Nerf all the things that we have problems with this year, so when we're playing the game, it's still around the same mechanics, it's still around the same functions, because you guys got to understand, when Mike Wayne made this game, right, he added in the new dribbling system. Remember when that tweet came out on Twitter? I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to have it pop up on the screen. And he talked about the new dribbling system that came in, and we're changing mechanics. They had these words, you can change the style and dribble at certain speeds, change the way and the speed of how you move, all that stuff. I'm gonna find the exact tweet. All right, now I gotta show my face for this one, and you know, we gonna get deep into detail. So back to what I was saying, right? Make sure you're watching this full video. Do not click off, or you'll miss the gem and the energy. All right, now NBA 2K22, right? It's supposed to be coming out. Everybody thinks it's going to be coming out. It's supposed to be coming out. It may not be a delay. Some people say November. I think sometimes even may be a little bit more delayed than that. We may get a crazy patch for next gen. Maybe. It's just a maybe. Just my thoughts, right? But this is my point on where I always still find a little loophole. I get back to thinking like, damn. But if they drop a game, we got to think. Look at every game that has came out, right? It was always the same, even when it was from 16, 17 to 18. Then 19, they finally gave us something that was different, right? And it felt different. People still complain. 20 is similar to 19, feels very, very similar like 19. And then 21, we got to change, right? Now, we only had 21 one time. See how it has that little, we have the game, the same type of game, like 2 years, and then it changes kind of different. The animations, the way it feels, the game may feel more clunkier, etc., right? So, are we going to get that change? Is current gen going to get that? And I need y'all to comment. Is that what's going to happen? See how there's no news, there's no nothing news. Even the nothing news we got was a 2K guy showing a 2K shirt, 22, and something else. Nothing news, right? So read this. The dribbler was rebuilt. I can't see what's there from next gen and the difference. We retain the concept of dribble styles that were introduced. Look how they wrote this whole little book, right, fellas? This whole book. Everything was architect, bringing it a completely with the ball in your hands. Next gen additionally protect and post movement saw massive upgrades. The aspect of dribble movement that excites me the most this year is the predictability and the consistency of it. Now when y'all think of it, like the predictability and the consistency, oh yeah, the Curry slide, the predictability of somebody's gonna do the Curry slide. But now I see how simple and dumbed down they made this. It's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be predictable what moves a person's gonna do. This is why I told y'all it's like more of a chess game this year. Like if you slide over in front of somebody's speed boost properly, it's not too much other advanced things 2K put, unless you have a high ball handler to do that little spin in the game for you to do anything else. This is why people ultimately just come down to the meta. So this system didn't work. Y'all need to scratch this whole thing. This too. It's much easier to go exactly where you want to go on the floor in the manner that you expect to get there. no unwanted turns, or having your player face the wrong way. Like, what? Like, my player, when you do the between the legs and he does that little cross and it's like you're dribbling, like, no, 2K, there's still ugly animations. No bursting up to speed or fail cuts. It just works. And because it's built using the same engine as the Pro Stick Dribble, yo, you could tell this is a marketing post. This don't seem natural, because it's like, why is nobody playing? This sounds so exciting from these words when they first was talking about it. Pro Stick Dribble move system, movement, and the moves work cohesively together. Pro Stick Dribble move system. You see how they using these words, and it's like, yo, it's crazy, because if you look at the game, it's like, damn, I see what new things they added, but it's like, it's not how these words are speaking. Player seeds are more accurate to real life and sense the weight. What? You cannot sense no weight in this game. Y'all not there yet. You can feel it in Call of Duty, but not in this game, not in 2K yet. Feels more realistic. It's a complete package, and I don't think I can overstate how much it's elevated my enjoyment of playing this game. That sounds like a robot, like somebody was told to say that. Like, you ever watch them commercials like, yeah, I just took Obrevia and my pain just started going away. It's been like 5 years I've been dealing with this. And, you know, they just saying all good things. It's like that. Now, I also want y'all to pay attention to another key thing. Look how many new badges 2K added in this year. Understand this. You just gotta think like in a business aspect, right? Blinders, hot shot, okay? Set shooter, right? Rhythm shooter, right? And I want you guys to pay attention to what these badges kind of deal with. Anti-freeze. All realistic basketball, right? And then you see even sniper is there. Why do they keep putting these badges that nobody is trying to use, right? To where you got to use your shot stick. Some players do, but most average players aren't, because they're trying to change the way their game is being played. They're trying to change the physics. I told you guys, look at what Mike Wayne studies, and look what he graduated in. They're trying to change the physics, and the physics deals with shot stick. I told you guys, 2K probably want to get to the point where they make people utilize the shot stick rather than X. They're trying to take away that X. They could be trying to do that, but not tell us it. Because they'll probably put people in chaos like, no, don't do that. But it's what they want to do. It's their game. They own it, right? This is just the idea, right? This is just speculation, right? So, even when we go to the finishing, the defense, they added so many new badges. Clutch defender. They are trying to expand their games, fellas. If you play Call of Duty Warzone, you will see how they add certain guns adds weight. You want to add this to yourself? Okay, you can have that, but you're going to get a decrease here. They got a lot of balance. The way that they have the attributes set up this year, the way that they made the new system, are you guys trying to tell me they're going to go back in time, take it away, and give us the old normal standard system that we had? And then this year was the worst year that people would say for 2K, right? The worst year ever. This is what everyone says, right? Because of how everybody's views are down, yada yada yada. So this is my point to y'all. Either they're gonna have to give a super new banger to make up for this year, or they're gonna give us a game that they already have set. And like I said, they make these games pre-advanced, so this game has already been in place. It's already made. It's already there, right? And this game wasn't even fixed. The bugs, everything wasn't even hyped up, not cared about, not even getting that much patches. So ask yourself this question: is this new game that people think is coming out, that people are so sure about that is coming out, is it gonna be good? And if you have a thought in your mind to say yes, that's crazy. That's crazy, because next gen, this wasn't good and they didn't do anything, no patches. We got news late. So if we do get a game, regardless of if we do get a game, I feel like even if the game is greater, like they did something crazy, added in more moves, made it more mechanics, we're still gonna have these same systems of having hot shot, having these new badges. You gotta understand, this was new, no matter how you wanna put it, no matter how you wanna spin it. Look at the stage, it's still new. Even if we don't like it, there's probably a new generation of kids that's liking it or something like that somewhere in the world. But this is the point I'm trying to make to the people I'm reaching out to, the community that I talk to, the people that may have been playing 2K already for a long time, tired of the shits. The attributes will be damn near the same, and all they're going to do is tone down things, maybe the dunking, how the contact dunks go in, but the way how they made this new system is not going anywhere. If anything, they're going to expand on this new system. I told everybody 2K is jumping into an IRL mindset. Like, they want their game to be perceived as a game that could be competed in the esports league. You understand that, fellas? There's games like Call of Duty, certain games that are put on a high status, a high value status of when you're playing it, right? And some people, you could take it to a pro level. You don't get that pro sense level from 2K, and it's just because of how 2K is trying to structure and organize it. They're not trying to use the park community to build it. This is why you see random guys getting logos. This is why you see random people joining the E-League. You don't see your favorite stars. I keep telling you this. Because they want to have it structured with their people in place. So things is looking how they want it to look. And first, what they're doing to make the change is by changing the mechanics. More predictable. That is realistic. A lot of these moves are predictable. This is why I said my defense is even a little bit better this year. You just got to make sure you're making the right move on defense. But a lot of these moves are predictable. And they wanted to make their game like that. When you think about it, when you really used to do dribble guy moves, or when you still see some of them like he just did right there, when you still see some of those moves being done, right? Those moves are unpredictable. So this is why 2K is removing those moves, because regardless of y'all don't understand, even when y'all are spamming those moves, right? As a dribble guy or a dribbler, anybody who dribbles a lot, ISO or whatever the case is, those moves are so unpredictable sometimes. Even when you're spamming it, you could do one little cancel out move or a quick move out of it to where it was so confusing for the guy already. It's like that move is always going to get him no matter what. You understand what I mean? And they know this on a physics level, a scientific level. They understand this. This is why they have been hitting the moves, patching them, toning them down, making everybody look clunky and more like bots a little bit, kinda, but you still could look smooth if you know how to move. They still got smooth stuff in it. They just gotta tone it up. I'm not mad with it, but I'm just telling y'all the facts of why these things is changing the way they're changing. Why things is going the way they're going. They gonna leave this dunking in the whole year just like they did pushing. It was another problem. The dunking is not that deep of a problem, like how would I say, because if you play good help defense, but it's a problem where it's like it goes in like how whites are. It's like whites in the game, but worse. It's like an extreme white. So with all these gems, I need you guys to comment down. Do you feel like 2K is going to bring a new game? Do you feel like it's going to be a delay? And if this new game does come out, is it going to be good? Because of how fast they have to have it. And why do we make these predictions? Because of what they gave us this year. This is why we are allowed to make these predictions. This is why these predictions can be possible. But a lot of my predictions come true with the game. I say a lot of stuff, it comes true. But people don't care. We're in those times where people don't truly care. Everybody's lazy. Nobody's like how they used to be back in the day. Like, yo, this nigga really predicted some shit and there was no proof of him even, you know, it's nothing like that no more. But like I said, people, hit the like button down. Subscribe. Positive vibe.